Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And on this Cricket Happening Show, it's going to be the truncated day which happened in the fourth day as expected. There was a storm which passed by. Only 15.5 overs were possible. And in that in the particular period, the Indians managed to get 4 West Indies wickets out for 48, and now they face 256 runs more tomorrow to actually, and there is going to be probably the forecast is much better tomorrow at Savannah Park, Kingston in Jamaica, going into this day, which is the I reckon it is going to be the fifth day, the final day. So the final day is absolutely well set, I would say, because West Indies require 256 runs. It's again a possibility, but on a final day it's difficulty. But still, in cricket everything is possible. So West Indies have 256 runs to make. They have only 6 wickets remaining, and for India it's a matter of getting the next 6 wickets. And I would say the match is really well poised here, and one should have some real interesting cricket coming up on the final day. So that is as far as, so I'll be coming to that, and then tomorrow there is another match that is on Thursday, I reckon. It's going to be the preview of the test match which is coming up. The test match is coming up between England and Pakistan. We are getting into the third test match. As you know, the series is already level right now. England leveled the series in the second test match, playing very well, and now everything shifts on to the third test match here on Edgbaston, which is going to be starting. So that is something that I'm going to preview, that particular test match, the third test match. And South Africa will be without AB de Villiers and Morne Morkel when South Africa actually named the squad, when New Zealand will be touring South Africa, which is pretty sad. Basically AB de Villiers and Morne Morkel are out due to injury, which I'll be talking about. But first, let's get on to the India versus West Indies match as to what really happened there. So, as I said, there was a storm forecast was there, and only 15.5 overs were possible at the end of the day. And let's see what really happened in that particular juncture. And well, West Indies started off with their openers Brathwaite and Chandrika, and it was not easy. Ishan Sharma was getting the ball to really bounce. Mohammad Shami was looking deadly. He was actually swinging the ball both ways and was making it very difficult for the West Indies batsmen. And we saw that the first wicket went to Ishan Sharma when Ishan Sharma got a ball that bounced on Chandrika, and Chandrika actually got the ball onto his elbow, and then it ran on to the stumps. So Rajendra Chandrika was bowled by Ishan Sharma for 1, which made it 5 for 1. After that, we saw a brief little partnership that happened, which had 36 runs. It was done by Brathwaite. Now, Brathwaite was really played some very good strokes. He pulled and cut very well, and also driving. And Darren Bravo also played a few strokes, but definitely Darren Bravo was not looking his usual self. He was a bit shaky outside the off stump as things were going on. Looking at what Kohli was looking at, probably the way Brathwaite was actually hitting boundaries of the bowling of Ishan Sharma and Mohammad Shami by pulling well and driving well, he decided to bring in Amit Mishra into the attack. And look at what happened. Amit Mishra induced Brathwaite to play another pull shot, and in the process he ballooned the ball in the air, and it was a nice running catch taken by KL Rahul there of the bowling of Mishra for 23 with 3 boundaries. So Brathwaite was into the hut, 41 for 2, and at the same score, what a beauty of a delivery from Mohammad Shami. We call this a peach of a delivery. Pitched on the middle stump, and Marlon Samuels was absolutely nonplussed as it hit the pitched on the middle stump and went out to shave the off stump bail. And what a delivery! I mean, pitching on the middle stump and taking the off stump. That was a great sight to see, and Marlon Samuels was totally nonplussed there. A beautiful delivery produced by Mohammad Shami. As I said, Mohammad Shami was looking pretty deadly in that brief stint there, and he actually clean bowled Marlon Samuels for naught. And then, as we know, Darren Bravo has always been shaky outside the off stump, once again proved the outside the off stump definitely proved his bugbear, and this time it was Mohammad Shami inducing Darren Bravo to actually nick on to the slips where Rahul took the catch. He was gone for 20 of 3-4s, and finally when the play ended, in the sense play was stopped, it was only 15.5 overs were bowled for the entire day on the fourth day, and West Indies had 48 for 4. Ishan Sharma 6 overs 1 for 19. Mohammad Shami splendid bowling, 7.5 overs 2 maidens 2 for 25, and Amit Mishra 2 overs 1 maiden 1 for 4. So as I said, the fifth and final day is absolutely well set. 256 runs separate them. As I said, there's going to be a stray thunderstorm which is heading, but it is not going to be as serious as this. So one could probably expect some interruptions, no doubt about it. But as I said, 256 runs on the final day. One would definitely say, if rain is not really going to be the spoiled sport, India would have taken a 2-0 lead in the Test series. For West Indies, it would be probably all about stonewalling there. I mean, staying at the crease, stay put at the crease, and try to deal with the bowlers. All that West Indies could do is probably go there and try to draw the match, and that is going to be interesting. So it's going to be a nice battle between the bat and ball. And as I said, one would definitely favor, if rain is not going to be a spoiled sport, one can safely say that India has this match in the bag, in the sense they would have probably picked up their second Test series, and especially considering it's a final day, and also with the rain. And we saw what the pace bowlers have been doing, Shami and Ishan Sharma, and Ravichandran Ashwin is yet to bowl in this. And I think the spinners could cause havoc here, because the pitch will be dried up, and the spinners will be definitely into play tomorrow. So that is something which one is looking forward to. So let's get on from here, and now let me do the preview of the third Test match, which is coming up, as I said, at Edgbaston, and that is going to be played between England and Pakistan. Both teams are level in the series, and as far as England are concerned, they would be definitely walking in with great confidence here. And James wins. Let's have Alistair Cook, we know he has done well. Hales has been doing a good job too. Joe Root, yes, but what is about James Wins? Now, James Wins is the one is waiting tomorrow to go and make a big score, and that is going to be pretty interesting. And Gary Balance is also under a bit of pressure because he has also not contributed much of note. So that is something that England will be expecting. And then we have the bowling. The bowling, well, Stephen Finn is into the mix. So there is no Jake Ball. Stephen Finn has taken Jake Ball's posting here. So it would be a bowling attack which will be comprising of Anderson, Broad, Wokes and Stephen Finn, and looks pretty strong. As far as Pakistan are concerned, they are the ones who would be under pressure, as they have already said. Mickey Arthur has said that Pakistan made a lot of blunders, and now they have to pull up their socks. And one has to see as to really what happens. Now, Mohammad Hafiz is not in some good form, and Shan Masood is out. Probably the news is that Sami Aslam, the 20-year-old batsman, would well be making his Test debut tomorrow, when he replaces Shan Masood at the top of the order. So Mohammad Hafiz will have a new partner. Sami Aslam is a talented bloke, I am told, from Pakistan. And then they have Azhar Ali. Yunus Khan, we have seen, has not really played any innings of great note. I mean, he has not looked convincing at all. I think the England bowlers have really made Yunus Khan jump at the crease. Now, that is what one is not wanting. We want Yunus Khan to play in his normal way and not being jumping around the crease, and that's what he has precisely been doing. So probably one is looking forward to a good innings from Yunus Khan tomorrow. Misbah like always leads from the front, there's no doubt about it. Asad Shafiq has been the most consistent player for Pakistan, and his technique is also pretty good. Sarfraz Ahmed also has to realize that this is Test cricket, and you're not supposed to play any silly strokes, according to me. Yasir Shah will be tested once again. It'll be interesting to see how Yasir Shah goes, whether he has some new tricks up his sleeve, because he saw that they tamed him in the second Test match, the England batsman. And the bowling will be in the hands of Mohammad Amir. Rahat Ali did a fine job, has been doing a fine job, I thought, Rahat Ali. I thought probably Pakistan would have taken Imran Khan, but I think now I'm really impressed with the bowling that Rahat Ali is doing. He has really got a good, I would say, he has got a good, he is bowling a very, very good line, and he's really allowing the ball to do the rest, and that's precisely good to see. And Wahab Riaz and Mohammad Amir will be handling the new ball, and I think there is a lot to expect from Pakistan now. And let's have a look at the pitch conditions as to how. I'm told the forecast is good, so there is a lot of, there's still some decent covering of grass on the pitch, I'm told. So well, that is going to augur well as far as pacers are concerned. So Mohammad Amir, Wahab Riaz, and also the English pacers would be definitely licking their lips if at all they have to get the, I mean, whichever team actually gets first use of the juice on the pitch would be pretty interesting at Edgbaston. So that is as far as the third test preview is concerned. I'm not going to go into much details as far as this preview is concerned. It's a very brief preview, and well, there's not much that I could really say here, dear fans, friends, subscribers. And there is one record that is going to happen. Is that Chris Woakes has got 18 wickets so far, and Anderson holds the record for the most number of wickets in England-Pakistan Test series, where he has taken 23. Can Woakes go on to actually usurp that record of James Anderson? So that is going to be pretty interesting to see as to what happened. So that is as far as the third test match, which is coming up tomorrow. And let's have, and also some news which is coming in. Their selection has been made. As you know, New Zealand would be touring South Africa, and the news which is coming in is not very encouraging. AB de Villiers is out due to injury, so Faf du Plessis has taken his place, so he'll be the one who will be captaining the side. There's no Morne Morkel in the team. Now that is also left them a bit trouble. That is also due to injury. But let's have a look at this South African squad that has been announced, but has definitely been strengthened by the comeback of Vernon Philander after a long injury. And Vernon Philander has made it back, so that is good to know. And I think this South African squad is looking very sharp here. Dale Steyn will be partnered by Kagiso Rabada in the absence of Morne Morkel. And then they have Vernon Philander who is back. He has to really hit his straps, and that is what is precisely very important. And they have Chris Morris too, and I think they have a good bowling combination here, and this is the South African composition for the series against New Zealand. Du Plessis will captain. They still have Kyle Abbott too. The batting, Hashim Amla, Themba Bavuma, who has been doing well, Stephen Cook, who hit a century on his debut, Quinton de Kock, Dumini, Dean Elgar, and then they have the all-rounders, Chris Morris, Vernon Philander. They also have the spinners, Dane Peat, Rana Murphy, and they have Steyn van Zyl, who had a harrowing time against the Indian spinners, as you would remember. So Steyn van Zyl gets his opportunity here against New Zealand. So this is the, as I said, this is the composition of the squad of South Africa, which has been selected for the upcoming two-test series against New Zealand, and that is going to be very, very interesting. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, I think that really really sums up my cricket happening show. But let's have an eye on the Kingston Savannah Park, Jamaica tomorrow in the final day of the second test match. As I said, India definitely looking favourites. If at all the rain does not hit, India definitely looking favourites. Other than that, either West Indies have to really stay put at the crease and graft for the runs and try to graft for a draw, or else I would say, and they don't have anybody who can really graft them for a draw in the mode of the former great cricket player from West Indies, Shivnarayan Chandrapal. If Shivnarayan Chandrapal would have been there, one could still feel that Shivnarayan Chandrapal could take it to the whole hog and probably draw the match. But in this case, well, I don't see anybody who can actually match Shivnarayan Chandrapal, who was a big stone waller in Test cricket. Well, dear fans and subscribers, we will all know the outcome tomorrow when the fifth and final day pans out. Till such time that happens, this is your host Ram signing off for the day. Thank you.